Good afternoon, class. I wanted to share some research tips with you today. I'm starting with our prompt, which gives you two options for a research paper that will develop into argument and analysis. You can either develop a problem solution framework where you research a problem and then propose a solution to that problem. The second option is to find your own argument. You want to think about your interests, what you want to investigate, and develop some research and develop an organizing question that you then answer. And that will help you organize and develop your argument. Your argument in the first option will be based on how you propose to solve the problem that you're researching. So, what I suggest is following your interests. Research something that you know you will be interested in and compelled by for the duration of the next 2 to 3 weeks, right? Because you're going to have to spend a lot of time digging into this and making sense of it. And so, again, follow your interests. So that's what I do. So one of my interests that I'm fascinated by is conspiracy theories. So as we all do, I go to Google and I do a search, but as you can see, I come up with 138 million results. I'm sure there's a lot of gems in there. I'll find a lot of great stuff, but sometimes that's just too much, right? And I don't know where it's all coming from, especially with a topic like this. It can be very problematic to try and sift through these, but also the credibility of the sources might be in question. So I want to point you to our library, right? So let me show you how I got here. Students at Miracosta, you have access to the library, and you can access this all through your home computer, right? You don't have to leave the house, which is obviously good right now. So you just go to Miracosta. You can click on the library, and here's the library homepage. I'm going to take us to databases. So this tab here, click on that, and it takes me to the research page for Miracosta databases. And the next librarians at Miracosta have broken it down into 4 of the most useful and heavily used databases. I'm going to look at EBSCOhost and Gale and Text. So go to EBSCOhost. This is over 30 databases, so I get to search all of them. So I'm going to type in my search terms, conspiracy theories. The other nice thing here is they give you other ideas for refining your search. So that is something I'm interested in, the psychology behind conspiracy theories. So I'm going to click on that, see what comes up. 756 results, which is a lot still, but I think we can agree, a lot more manageable than over 100 million. But the good news is I can refine that search even more. If I go over here where you see it says limit to, I'm going all the way back in my search to 1971, but I'm going to cut that down to 2010. See what happened with that. So now I have 539, even better. But I'm still not quite sure that like this one's going to be useful, right? So I'm going to refine it further to sort and look at source types. This right now I have all results. So that includes academic journals, magazines, news, and reviews. So I'm going to limit it to news. And magazines. So now I only have 160 results. So I can just start looking at these, clicking on them. I can get an idea in this short description what it's all about. I can get to see how many pages we're working with. And I can just start digging in and doing some searching. Okay, so that's definitely, and with those few short clicks, changing the date and limiting the source types, I can go and find 160 results. So that's good. The other database I think is useful is Gale and Context, opposing viewpoints. is especially useful if you're doing a problem solution framework because it gives you a nice look at different perspectives. So I'm going to continue to use my search term, conspiracy theories. All right, good. Boom. Click on there. And this is nice because it gives you kind of an overview and some history. Then we have featured viewpoints. We have academic journals. We have images, magazines, all sorts of good stuff. And you can get an idea of what that looks like here. It's broken into the different categories. And there's lots of good stuff on here. I really like this database. Even the images are compelling, right? Videos. So I would say those are two really starting points, and you won't be overwhelmed as you will in Google. You'll be able to trust the credibility of all of these sources and use them confidently, knowing that they've gone through a series of checks and balances. And you get access to these for free because of your status as students at MiraCosta. Normally, they would be you would be charged for these. So that's another reason to take a look.